Good morning, CBC family and friends. It is Wednesday morning. We just hope you're having a great week so far this week. I want to give you a quick announcement before we get into our devotion today. We're going to try something different tonight during our Wednesday night prayer meeting and Bible study. We're going to try to have a live prayer request time at 7 o'clock. So what we are asking you to do, if you're viewing via Facebook or YouTube, if you would be ready at that time to put your prayer requests in those chat boxes. Lord willing, I should be able to see those on my end, and we're going to try to do this together and be able to minister to you just a little bit different way. So remember tonight, 7 o'clock, be ready there, be logged in, and then be ready to put your requests in. And I will have some that I already know of and some announcements as well during that first few minutes. We'll have prayer together, and then we'll have our Bible study from Pastor Lane as well. So looking forward to that tonight. Encourage you to take part in that if you would. Just want to share with you today just another word of encouragement of the benefits of clear boundaries. The benefits of clear boundaries. We're going to talk about those boundaries in our Christian life here as well this morning. I'm going to read to you 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verses 16 through 18. The scriptures say, "And what agreement hath the temple of God with idols? For ye are the temple of the living God. As God hath said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. Wherefore come out among them, and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you, and will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughters, saith the Lord Almighty." See, the scriptures tell us time and time again that we need to be different. We need to separate ourselves from the world. We need to be in the world, but not of the world. And the illustration I want to give to you today, you ever notice the difference between really a basketball court or a baseball diamond? You notice the basketball courts, those lines are painted on. Those boundary lines aren't going anywhere. However, a baseball diamond, as you know, those lines are always done in chalk, especially there around the batter's box. After the game goes on and after there's a lot of traffic in and out, those lines can even begin to get quite blurred. And what will happen is the umpire, even at home plate, will have to wipe home plate off so they can clearly see the strike zone. And even in that batter's box, there's some times where those chalk lines just get to be so blurred that they will have those re-chalked even right during a game. Those boundaries are for a purpose. Those boundaries are given for direct instruction. Folks, you and I have many things that God's Word commands us, many principles that we ought to be abiding. We ought to be living every day. Often I think what happens is in our lives when those lines start to be blurred is when we start to look for reason, maybe even excuse not to obey, or maybe look for a different way than what God's Word tells us to do. God's Word over and over again is so clear that He expects His children to be obedient. It's even an area in which how we can show God we love Him is how we obey Him, and if we're obeying Him the way we ought to every single day. So those moments in your life where maybe those lines begin to blur, examine your life. Make sure you're living right with the scriptures. Make sure you're not trying to make excuse for a command or a principle or even a standard in God's Word, but make sure you're living true to what He would have you and I as a child of God live. Let's not blur those lines, but let's be a people that live in this world, show Jesus Christ with our life, but we're not going to compromise. We want to be different. We don't want to look like the world. We want to look like Christ. Live like him today. Have a great afternoon. Come back tonight. Be part of that live prayer request time. We'd love to have you be part. God bless you today.